Alright, man. So y'all seen the title, so y'all already know what I'm about to talk about. You know, so yes, my first fight was with my first bully, and that junk all happened in front of my pops. Ironically, like the whole situation unfolded in front of my pops. All bad. You know, you got to fight in front of your pops. You know you supposed to show out. It's supposed to be, yeah, everything you got, you supposed to give it all. But before I get into this first fight situation, let me dial it back a little bit. You know, so during this point in time, of course I'm mad young. You know, I'm extremely young. You know, and during this time, I'm growing up in the house with my pops and my older brother. Now, yeah, I got other family members like my sisters, my mom, and all that stuff. But the two men in my household at this point in time is my pops and my older brother. So if I'm not gonna learn nothing else, I'm gonna learn how to defend myself. You feel me? Make sure that jab is crisp. You know, they gonna make sure these work, right? These don't got no days off. You hear me? Shadow boxing, pad work, learn how to bob, weave, throw ups, hooks, jabs, all that. You know, that's all in the repertoire at a very young age.
Baby, you can't fight.
Who can't fight? I was knocking. I hit this.
But if you don't got nobody to practice it on, you don't know how well your jump work, right? So before I even talk about the situation that happened with my first bully, right, I want to dial it back to my first like little altercation. So my first altercation that I ever had was when we stayed in Irvington on Ellis Ave, right off 18th Ave. And I'm chilling on the porch and stuff. I'm mad young. I'm chilling on the porch. I had my like a little friend and stuff, little neighbor, and he was like, "Yo, let me show you something. I'm gonna make your finger touch the back of this." And I'm like, "Dang, for real? Let me see. Yeah, do that." You know what I'm saying? So me not knowing, fingers don't work like that. You feel me? He started pulling that junk back. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm telling him, stop, 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 stop. He not stopping. So I just hit him in his nose. His nose started bleeding. Of course, I don't get in trouble for it, but I get patted on my back when I get, yeah, side, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, da da da, or whatever. But it's all reactional. It's not a real fight. I don't got nobody aggressively coming to me and stuff like that. It's reactional. He did that. I hit him, you know. So I had never been like in a real fight where it's like somebody actually swinging back at me and I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get right and throw them things. So we move to Orange. We over there like Washington Dot Apartments, right? And I'm going to Cleveland Elementary. Hey man, shout out to you. Go ahead and tell a few stories about that, man. What I learned in Washington Dot Apartments, what I learned in that whole Orange area, man, because it still influences me to this day. You know, a lot of the things I learned, and still a lot of the stuff that I stand on, you know, from some people I learned over there. So, my first bully situation, I ain't gonna hold you, I was probably like in first grade. No funny. Listen, there's no lie in none of these. My memory is actually impeccable. You feel me? I really want to say, bro, name. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I remember his name and everything. You know, and I hope he doing good. Hope everything good with him and all that. Let's get into the story. Here we go. So, he used to bully me like every day. But I remember one day in particular. It was raining outside. He kept asking me, "Yo, let me see your hat." I had just got like a New York Yankees hat. So I'm in my mind, this junk fly. Like, you know, I'm about to kill him. Well, I am killing him. You know what I'm saying? So we get outside. It's raining outside. It's after school. And he like, "Yo, let me see your hat." I'm like, "Nah, man, you can't see my hat." He like, "Man, let me see your hat." All right, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You can see it for a second. You feel me? Let him see it. We all know how that go. I'm beat. You not getting your hat back. I'm like, "Dang, why you gonna do that? Come here, give me my hat back. Take off. I'm out. He not catching me. I'm scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm running for my life. So I see my pops in the distance. I'm running to him. I'm gonna call my pops. I'm gonna get him on the phone so you can hear his side and see how accurate my story is, how accurate our stories are. You know, now mind you, this was long as hell ago, so we're gonna see how good his memory is. Hopefully he pick up, because I'm calling from a number he don't know.
Yes.
Is this Mr. Faison?
Yo, who is this?
Is this Mr. Faison?
Who is this?
I was just calling to speak to Mr. Faison.
Assalamu alaikum.
Some alaikum. I ain't got no bean pie, sister. I don't got no Egyptian musk.
Why you playing with them?
Oh, hold on.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, I'm gonna bust you in your jaw, bro. Keep playing.
Hey, Dad. Ain't got over here sweating. I'm out this mug with this hoodie on. Dad.
What?
Nah, I need a favor.
Yeah, okay.
So what I'm doing, right? I'm doing the YouTube video to where I'm just telling like little old stories and stuff like that. So I was talking about like my first bully and my first fight that happened in front of you. You feel me?
Oh, John, when you went down like a dish rag? Huh?
Yeah, that story, Dad. That story. Thank you.
Excuse me. Your mother said, what did you call her for?
Cause she called me.
Oh, she did because she called me.
I was just being a respectful son that you raising, being returning the phone call. That's all.
Yeah. I love you.
Love you too. Stop for love. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still alive. She's alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, melanin rice, chicken kebab, chicken falafel, alhamdulillah.
So hold on. I'm just trying to get this story. Y'all playing. All right. So I just want to start from the beginning. I just want to see, where your memory is at.
You finna put it on YouTube.
Nah, you not gonna be on YouTube. They can't see you.
Yeah, I know. Why are you doing that?
I'm broke, and you got the power to change that, Kev. Nobody else. You.
So you came to get me from school. You was on time this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was on time this day.
Yeah.
So what happened was, all right. So I'm just gonna go through it and I'm gonna have you fill in, right? So what happened was, the way Cleveland was set up. Now the way the school was set up, right? The school is like, it's like a big rectangle around the school. Like the back of the school is like where all the kids play at and stuff like that. It's a real big fence. Like I'm talking about a real big fence in the back of the school, but in the back is like where everybody play at and stuff. Where we got out at, it was like on the side of the school. So we had to come out the side and walk around to the front of the school, right? And my pops was always on the other side because we lived in like that direction over there. They let me out on the side or whatever. So I get out. He took my hat. He like, can I see your hat? I'm like, no, you can't see my hat. And he was a bully. He was a big kid. The kid was about your height. He's probably bigger than the teacher. That's too big. That's already too big. Imagine the first grader that size. Come on, come on, man. I'm a regular first grader. A regular size first grader. He was about your height in first grade.
He wasn't that big. He wasn't that much bigger than you, son. Y'all about the same size.
Yeah, we wasn't the
Yeah,
this kid.
Don't lie. If you want me to do something, I'm going to tell the truth, bro.
Alright.
I'm
So,
going to tell the truth.
alright. So this gigantic kid that you saying is alright. So he said, let me see your hat. I'm like, nah, you can't see my hat.
You can't have my cornbread, that's for damn sure. If you think about my cornbread, they get the taste out your mouth. Fuck around with me, it's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
So then he pushed his weight around. Let me see your hat. So I'm like, all right, I'll let him see the hat. It's raining outside.
No,
So
it wasn't raining.
it wasn't raining outside?
No, it wasn't raining.
All right.
You might have been spitting and hollering and crying. You might have thought it was raining.
You said you were
Everybody
going
might looking out the window laughing. And
You-
the tears was dropping. They was laughing so hard.
You said
You ran up to me. He ran up there.
I ain't get to that part of the story yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright.
This nonsense here.
So he took my hat and then he like, nah, this my hat now. So I took it back and I ran. So I'm running to the front of the school and then I'm running down. I see you in the distance. So I'm running towards you. Right?
I was on the side.
Yeah, you was on the other side. So I'm running towards you full speed. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I see you, but in my mind, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna circle around the school and come back to you. So I run past you.
It hit that fence, trying to climb the fence.
I did because the backside was blocked off. Usually I could have circled around.
You wasn't going to circle around because it was blocked off.
It was blocked off. What did he stop and say to you? Did he stop?
He said, Spanner. That's how it scared me.
The audacity for a kid to even say that. You see, you should have popped on him right there. You should have spanked him. You should have took your belt off.
He was a little boy. A little kid.
He was a big little kid.
That's
That was the biggest first grader they ever made.
that little boy. I'm like, you know what he did? Dang. We should have jumped him. We should have jumped him.
We should have. So all right. So what happened before we got to the we should have jumped him, right? So I see it's nowhere to go. I can't climb the fence. The fence too big. He come back there. I juke that joker. I hit him with some Deion Sanders prime time. I done juked him. And made it back to you.
You don't stop lying.
I did. So I'm talking about in the back of the school. I did juke him, and I got back to you. Get to my pops. I'm about there. My pops. I don't know where he got this burst of energy or speed from, but this joker catch me right before I get to my pops. Yoked me up and slammed me. Now my pop said he grabbed me and I just went down like a rag doll, but I don't see me going out like that. He slammed me up right on my pop's feet, all bad. Then he was like dogging me, but he wasn't like beating on me, but he was just like on me, like, you know what I'm saying? He probably hit me a couple times, whatever, and my pops pulled him off. It was like, man, chill, whatever. Now I gotta walk home with this man. And he caught me right as I was getting right back to you. I ain't going front. What it was wet outside, so you thought I went down like a dish rack, but I really slipped. I remember. I slipped on your feet. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't stop lying, boy.
And
What?
and then you ain't.
Never be able to tell the truth. What you? I thought I could lie. Gallo, somebody knows.
Alright. So finally, you pulled the boy off me or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That boy off you?
You shoulda. Daggone, you gonna let your son get beat up? I'm a little kid. I'm like 6, 7 years old.
Help me! Help me! Nigga! Help me!
After the boy he got off me or whatever, the fight got broke up. You know what I mean?
It wasn't no fight. Tell the truth.
So what was it then? If it wasn't a fight, what was it then?
You was running. Choke off.
But I'm saying, once he caught me, you feel me? After I tripped and fell by your feet.
He ain't tripping fall nowhere. Well, you tripping fell.
Keep it 100 with you. I ain't want no smoke though, cause he mad big. Like they ain't teach me how to fight adults. You feel me? They was getting my junk ready for kids my size. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's So after that happened, right? Now we walking home. If you're familiar with this area, we get to Burnside. Burnside is like a long block. My pops definitely made me. He gonna tell you he did, but I promise I remember this joker making me walk on the other side of the street. We walking down Burnside.
Yep.
Right? And you made me walk on the other side of the street.
No, I didn't.
Out of disappointment.
No, I didn't. Man, you walk side by side. You say, don't tell Sakina, Aisha, Sharika, Mommy. I'm telling my pops, I'm like, yo, Pop, man, you know what I'm saying? Give me your word that you ain't going to tell nobody. He's like, man, I'm not going to tell nobody, man. I ain't going to, that's between me and you. It's between me and you. I'm like, man, nah, man, give me your word, man. Your word is your bond. So even at a young age, he always taught me, like, you know what I'm saying? Your word is everything, you know. You don't play around with that, you know what I'm saying? Your word is your bond. You know, it's like swearing to God. So he said that, it's solidified. You're not telling nobody. You know, I gotta respect it. I appreciate that. You feel me? You're a real one, Pops. You know. Funny thing is, I started talking soon as we got in the house. Now, y'all might not know my household, but y'all know black households, older siblings and stuff like that. You get beat up, you ashy, you don't match, any of that. Like they gunning you. Imagine what it was like for the rest of that night. And on top of that, I can't beat none of them. I can't beat my sisters. I can't beat my brother. I can't beat nobody in this house. So it's kind of like I just got to take every L that they passing out. I sleep in the same room as my brother. I had to hear that all night. My sisters, what? They was not letting up. My mother,
Oh, that's my baby. You gotta fight back. I love you, but you can't be getting beat on like that.
As soon as, oh, Dad, I started talking as soon as we got in the house.
I ain't even got my jacket off. I ain't even get my book bag off. Come on, man. I'm just looking with the... Boy, if loyalty was a person, it would not be you. It wouldn't be you. Not today. Not today. I appreciate that, man, for you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you.
You got me?
See that's another story for another day. I'm going to talk about how you took me trick-or-treating in the hood.
Oh.
I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, when mommy asked me, I definitely told her, why would you take me trick-or-treating in the hood? You know, because I ain't getting no good candy. You did. Man. You remember when they tore the projects down on Howard Street and they built the new stuff right off Springfield Ave?
That's on Court Street.
On Court Street. You took me trick-or-treating on Court Street.
Oh, man.
Trick or treat.
Oh, we got some goodies in here. You like Crunch, Baby Ruth, Sugar Daddy? Well, guess what? You can't have shit. I'll fight a kid. What? You look at me all tough, like you gonna do something. I'll kick you all up in your face, and I side kick like that.
All right, so back to the story, right? You made me walk on the other side of the street on the way home. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you the whole...
I'm not co-signing that lie. Not me.
I did ask you this. I had to ask him, like, yo, you doing all this talking? You doing all this talking? Yeah, I'm in first grade. I'm talking like this. I'm lying. I wasn't talking like this. But, just go with it. Like, yo, Pops, like, you keep talking about what he was doing to me. You ain't helped me. Like, you could have grabbed him or something and let me punch on him. In my mind, as a first grader, that sounds perfectly okay. Now that I'm an adult, I understand it. that's way out the picture. But as a kid, we supposed to be a team. Like, it's supposed to be up for anybody who play with me. It's the same thing with you. I'm going to try my best. I'm a kid, but I'm going to still try. You feel me? So, I'm like, yo, you ain't even helped me. And you doing, like for real, you doing all this talking. You could have really grabbed him and let me get some punches off and stuff like that. And I could have beat on him if you would have held him for me. He looked at me with the, little nigga, is just serious? It's just serious. Oh, you see, you want me, a grown man, to hold a first grader so you could beat on another first grader? Yeah, because logically, as a kid, that made sense. I said, why didn't you jump the kid? Because you over here talking to me with all this disappointment. Sir, we been showing you how to fight. You know how to fight. You ain't fight back. You just running. Why you ain't helped? You could have held the boy arms or something.
No! Sure you want to get a couple sucker punches in?
Yeah, it's right. Dad, you should have held him. We could have jumped him.
As a kid, that seemed logical. That made sense. As a kid, that made sense to me during that time. I ain't even gonna lie. So, all right. When was it? Was it the next day? This is the very next day. I'm going through the same routine, right? Bro, still messing with me. Like, for no reason. I still to this day don't even know why brain like me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wasn't one of the freshest kids in class. I wasn't getting all the girls. And I don't know why brain like me. So then now it's like after school. Now, one thing about my pops was he always came to get me, took me to school and stuff like that. But he was never on time. Like, he used to always come get me late. Like, I would be the last kid at school sometime, right? So, this day was one of those days. I don't know how he was there that the day before that on time. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, because it probably would have got super ugly. I'd have been running for days if he wasn't there. So what happened was, I'm waiting at the school, and this kid, his ride ain't come neither. So he bullying me the whole time. I'm on the side and I'm waiting, and I think he like pushed me or he tried to pop me or something like that, and I weaved it, and we just start fighting. Immediately, I start getting the best of him. Boom, 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 until he got to a point where he just had to like cover up. You feel me? So now he covering up, and I'm just going to work. Like, every move that my father and brother ever showed me, I put it on his ass. Every move I ever seen on Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers, I put it on his ass. Like, no lie. What was crazy was, this is the crazy thing about that whole story, about that fight. I lie to you not, it was parents there, because it wasn't like pretty much all the kids was going. Like, all I heard was the few bit of parents, like the couple parents saying, "Oh my God, that boy could fight. Oh my, you see the way that boy throwing them punches? You see the way he know Once they said that, I was I just kept hearing, oh my God, you see him, that boy, oh my God. They going crazy. So I'm tweaking, I'm showing out now. Why they gas me like that? I am the wrong person to gas in that situation. That junk went from, if it was already at 100, we took it to 1,000. It was super up. As soon as they start saying that, I'm thinking, I went from boxing and Ninja Turtles and all that stuff to wrestling. I said, we gonna take it there. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I know I'm in first grade, but I'm taking it there. I'm gonna be one of them ones. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm about to get a championship belt or something. In my mind, I'm like, I gotta keep entertaining. I gotta have a finishing move. All the people in the little wrestling shows, they got finishing moves. The little karate move, Bruce Lee got finishing moves. I felt like Bruce Leroy. No funny, I had the glow for real. Yeah, that part. You feel me? Yeah, catching bullets with his teeth. Stop playing with me.
Bruce Leroy catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
You know. So I had to have a finishing move. So I'm like, all right, what can I do? I'm doing my thing, but I'm still scanning. Like, all right, what can I do? All right, so we outside, and when you come out the side doors at the elementary school, used to be like these pillars. Like when you first come out, I done climbed all up on top of this pillar, like oh, it's up. In my mind, what I'm about to do is I'm about to drop kick him off the top ropes. That's what I'm really thinking in my mind. It probably wasn't gonna be a drop kick. I'm talking about like the off the, you know what I mean, the Bruce Leroy off the top ropes type jump. The little bit of parents that is there, instead of breaking it up, they cheering me on, right? So they done gas me. I hop up on a pillar. I said, I'm about to finish him off. This is what they do in wrestling, right? I'm about to finish him off. I go to jump off of it. All you hear is my pops. Son, man, get down off that pillar, man. Come here, man. Come here, man. Come here. Get over to him. Man, what you think you doing, man? I'm about to finish him off. What you mean? You stopped the perfect performance. They're about to give me all 10s out here. Is you crazy? Is you crazy? You messed up a perfect performance.
I'm not gonna lie for you.
Nah, I don't want you to lie. I want to know the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
All right, so what happened the next day?
I came around to the school. A crowd of adults coming to pick the kids up. Who was that little kid? That kid could box. That kid could box. I'm saying to myself, there ain't nobody but Assad. I bet you that's Assad. I walked into the corner. You up on the top of the steps, finna jump off like you Bruce Lee. I said, son, don't you jump off and kick that boy.
You better shut the hell up.
See, don't nobody be grabbing me. See, they don't grab me. Oh, sorry. Somebody get him off me.
I did not want to harm this man. You know? But my mind, y'all, it was poisoned by the system. Okay, now I did not fight this man. The system fought this man. Right. So I say unto you, as your new leader, is that brother against brother is a house what? Divided. All right.
Preach on, my brother, preach on.
See, bro, there you go with the grabbing and the touching again. See, that's what got your ass whooped at the phone. Now, you didn't know, so it's gonna be all right. All right? Now, where was I?
I know y'all probably looking like, dang, the Joker when he got his hair done? Yeah, man, I had to come back and I had to holler at y'all right quick, man. I know it's a lot of things to laugh at in there, but in all seriousness, though, like I said earlier, man, I hope bruh's doing good and I hope that he's prospering, man, because it's always a big shout out to him, because he taught me a very valuable lesson at a very young age. Yeah, that was my first bully, but it wasn't my last bully. And I would love to say I handled every bully in the same fashion. I'd be lying. You know, I done took some dubs, but I done took a lot of L's. But it helped shape me into who I am today. Oh yeah, fun fact, you know, after that, we was cool. But one of the things that my pops taught me after that situation was, listen, you can't let people bully you. You have to stand up for yourself. You can't run from the situation. You have to handle it. You have to face it head on. And at the same time, don't bully nobody. being a bully isn't cool, you know. So that's the same things I instill in my son. You know, I understand that it can be a fear because this person is bigger than you or whatever the case might be. And you're going to deal with a lot of different fears in life. It's going to be a whole lot of battles in life that I can't fight for you. Just like my pops couldn't fight this one for me. And Lord knows I wish that he could have. You know, when I tell him this story, he laugh and stuff. But at the end of the day, I need him to understand that you're going to deal with bullies all throughout life. And that's why I have to prepare you physically and mentally, you know, so you're able to protect yourself from a physical front and from a mental front, because everything might not be a physical altercation. It might be mental chess, and you have to handle it in that fashion. So, man, with that being said, you know, it's no tail tucking. It's always, you know, chin up, chest out. You know, you have to handle these things, whether it's bullies, whether it's fear, or whatever. You have to handle these things, you know, head on. Shout out to my pops, man, for coming through and, you know what I'm saying, clarifying some stuff, man. That joker, man, he bugged out. But, man, it's your boy Sadi, man, just my logic.